We are at Gilbert Park this morning. I have with me Debbie Ann Harewood, and Debbie Ann is the youth director of W Connection. And we're here this morning to find out a bit about one of the first camps you come by W Connection. Tell me, being in your position, tell me a bit about what's your role and function.
Okay, my role and function is basically to administrate everything that goes on in the club, W Connection Football Club.
That's from academy go right up
academy go
to Pro
up
League.
to, well, I'm supposed to stop at the youth level, which is under 18, but I work also with the senior team in office and out of office, on the field also.
Okay. Now, before we go into the academy, let's talk a little bit about W Connection. W Connection is definitely one of the more prominent professional clubs in Trinidad and Tobago. And I looked at the last game that you all played, the Charity Shield. A lot of the top names, were missing, but yet still, the team performed at a very high level. And that is something that you hear people talk about W Connection. And I can see why it is that way, because it starts from the academy, because the team is always consistent. They can lose the top players, but on the field, the team is consistent. How long have you been associated with W Connection?
Well, I'm into my 8th year with W Connection now.
And if you have to, speak about W Connection, what would you say W Connection is? Not just a football club. I know the last time I spoke to the CEO, I know it started from a FET match, come up. But what would you say W Connection is right now?
Well, just to reiterate what you said, one of the best, or I could go a little further and say the best club that we have here right now. The academy, we start at the academy level where we take in 5-year-olds, go right up to 14-year-olds, and then we branch off into the Youth Pro League where they have 3 age groups, 14, 16, 18 one year, 13, 15, 17 another year. And then from there we move on to under 21 reserve senior. And I would say that W Connection is providing one avenue and a venue at the same time for the youths in the community, and by extension out of the community, because we have people from Penal, Labre, Princestown, Moruga. We have from there was a time we had from Toko, so people, because of the status of the club, people tend to want to bring their children here. At the academy level, we don't have, I must say, the quote-unquote coaches that have the big names. But from under 13, we have them. We have the Leonson Lewis and the Brian Williams, the Dunstan Williams and stuff, So the program starts at that level and it continues where it grows into where we have all those professional coaches, all the ex-strike squad players and all of them, and then from there we move on. The program that we have, I must say, it has been a very good developmental program, because of the fact that I will just use the under 16 that we have right now, it's the national under 17. That's our under 16 team that went to Italy. On that team, we have 9 of the players that came through the academy. Right? So that alone, very said coaches, and everything, they started probably at 6 and 7 years, 5 years, some of them started, and they has moved on. And they are representing the country at the national level. So I must say that the program is a very good program that we have here, and as you can see for yourselves, we're not in uniform today because some of the guys grow the uniform and stuff, but at the same time too, we have more or less the facilities and the coaches and the players to represent what I am speaking about.
Well, Debbie, let me say it was a pleasure speaking with you. Let me wish you W Connection all the best, and I know we're going to be talking now to the coaches, and maybe we'll talk to a couple of the youngsters, and again, W Connection doing a fine job for football in Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, there you heard it from Debbie Ann Harewood. And we'll talk to one of the persons who was instrumental in actually forming the academy. Alongside me here is Dennis Wickham, the assistant administrator, and also the head coach, and from what I understand, the person who actually founded or started the academy.
Yeah, one of them.
How long ago that was?
It's that 2001, so that could be 13 years ago.
13 years.
Yeah.
As a female, you into football. What was the main reason for starting the academy?
It was the club decision to bring out to start the youth academy. And in starting the youth academy, we started out with summer camps. We had two summer camps, one in 2000, one in 2001.
Yeah.
And in 2001, from there, we started to build using this as a fielder to the youth teams. So from here, you graduated into the youth teams, and from there, we'll see if we can move on to the senior teams. So it was just a base for development, for development of the players, and then to meet the youth level, and from the youth level to see if they can make the professional level.
How many kids you all have here right now?
It fluctuates. We started, it can get between 40 to 50 sometimes. It could be about 80 for the most.
Okay. Is this a camp where you have to pay, or is it free of charge?
Yeah, you have to pay. It's $100 a month, and you get the best of the best.
Okay. So how successful would you say this camp is? And the reason why I'm asking is that who are some of the big name who have gone on to greener pastures, that passed through this academy?
Okay, players who passed through the academy is Sharon Winchester. He was one of the first players. He started at the age of 7 or 8. And from there, he reached from there to the youth level. From the youth level, he's the senior and national. Right now, he's outside in Finland on contract. We have Neil Benjamin, who also comes from the youth level, from the academy to the youth, and now he's in to the senior team. And from there, we have a lot of players who come from the academy. Right now, in the year 2013, we had 9 players from the youth academy, 11 players from the youth academy graduated, from the academy graduated to the youth team. So that means it have a good development program from bottom up.
Now, you all are here
every Saturday,
from
9 to 11. Yeah.
If there are viewers viewing the program and they want to get involved in this, who do they contact? Are their phone numbers?
They contact Debbie in London Harewood.
Okay. Right. Okay. Now.
Our number is 763-4360 or 299-6146.
Okay. Now, what would you like to share with Trinidad and Tobago concerning this W Connection Academy?
W Connection Academy is a youth development program where we train the players and them to reach in a higher level of football. From here, we try to tell them to go to the youth, and from the youth to the senior, and as far as it goes, sometimes they could get out of the country and play. So in W Connection, there are future for young players as they come in, because we're all about development and all about the youths of Trinidad and Tobago. It's a stepping stone, and from here you can reach very far in football.
Now, is this the only academy, or you have academies in other areas of Trinidad and Tobago?
We started, this is the first one. It started in 2001, and we have a second one where it's held in Palmis by Stefano. It started this year. So we have 2 right now, and we're looking to see if we could reach other places, other part of the country, in which we could highlight and fulfill the youth's dream.
Well, Dennis, it was a pleasure chatting with you. Let me congratulate you and the Connection family on a wonderful job, and we hope to see much more academies popping up in different communities.
That will be good.
Fens, the single largest specialty retailer of residential and office furniture, consumer electronics, home appliances, and household items in Trinidad and Tobago. At Fens, we offer a large selection of high-quality products, competitive pricing, honest and reliable service. For over 50 years, we have been providing the ultimate shopping experience and after-sale care. We are passionate about serving you, and we're proud of the standard of excellence upheld by our knowledgeable staff, friendly delivery teams, and dedicated customer care associates. Visit Vans First at Marabella and now open at Chaguanas, your friendly furniture, appliance, and electronic dealer since 1960.
Tiger Tanks Trinidad Unlimited is the premier supplier of logistic cargo carrying equipment to both the energy and non-energy sectors throughout Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean and Latin America. Providing safe transport using our DNV certified equipment of material and chemicals is our goal. We provide services in tank and vessel cleaning, emergency spill responses, as well as hazardous and non-hazardous waste management and treatment. Our highly trained and skilled personnel provide a professional service second to none. Our state-of-the-art direct-fired thermal desorption unit provides companies with an almost instant removal of liabilities when waste is treated at our site. Tiger Tanks Trinidad Unlimited, world-class service to our clients. Tiger Tanks Trinidad Unlimited, thinking outside the tank. For further information, call 868-651-1544 or 1460 or 0130.
Alongside is Natalie Harper, another coach here with the W Connection Academy, and I wonder how many academies can boast having so many women coaches. Natalie, good morning.
Good morning.
Tell me a bit about yourself, how long you have been associated with W Connection and the academy?
Well, I've been associated with the academy for 4 years now, and we'll be here literally every Saturday, and that's about it, more or less.
Do you what you coach? What age the group?
From 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
Yeah.
And how is it for you? How is the experience for you?
Sometimes it's be difficult because after a little while the children and them just lose concentration, but we find a lot of things to keep them going all the time. So,
as a female coach, how are you're not coaching girls, you're coaching boys. How is it? Is it different?
no, not really. Not really, because we do have some girls that has come out and train, so it basically is the same thing.
What are the benefits you have seen from your 4 years here at this academy?
Well, we have developed a lot, and we have more and more children every week. We see 2-3 new children coming, so we growing. We seeing ourselves getting somewhere. So
you enjoy doing what you're doing?
Very much so.
Well, let me thank you very much for speaking with me.
Okay, thank you.
I have the former Brazilian but now Trinidadian Jose Ziabra. Now this guy formerly was on the W Connection Pro League team for a number of years, a standout player. Now he's living in Trinidad.
Yes,
living in Trinidad and giving back to the young ones here in Trinidad by way of the academy. Tell me a bit about, first of all, how long have you been living in Trinidad and Tobago?
I've been here there since 2000. I was 13 years, going to 14 years now.
So you can consider yourself a Trinidadian?
Yeah, to the bone.
Now, you have given so much to W Connection over the years, playing at the highest level, even coming close, I think, to getting on the Trinidad team.
Yes, I did play for the
national team.
Yeah, national
right,
team, yeah.
Okay. Now, you are here now with this academy. How is it for you now in Trinidad and Tobago and giving back to these youngsters?
For me, it's a great experience. No? I love football. Where I come from, Brazil, football is not just a sport, but a religion.
Yeah.
And I believe in Trinidad and Tobago they have a lot of potential and a lot of skills.
Yeah.
So that's why I try to get the talents from Trinidad and try to develop them to be a better players.
When you look at the youngsters here, right, and you compare them with youngsters in your home in Brazil, what's the difference? Are they, what are some of the little issues that you see that need to be handled here?
Well, the main thing I recognize with the youth there, they have a lot of potential physically. The Brazilians don't. But the problem in here, I believe, is the coordination, skills, motors, and technique. They not put so much emphasis on that. They more put emphasis on the fitness level of the players. So that's why I'm trying to change, especially here in the W Connection Academy, where the technique and the coordination work will be more than the fitness work.
Now, W Connection has been one of the top teams in Trinidad and Tobago. As I was speaking to Debbie earlier, and I mentioned, it doesn't matter if players leave or they don't have their top name players. W Connection on the field always perform at the highest level. Now I can see that from the academy, this is all where it starts, right? When you look back at your career with W Connection, how would you rate your career? How do you see your career over the years with W Connection?
I see my career as a successful one, and I win 21 titles in all these years, and as player and now as staff also win some titles. I see we learn a lot here, especially we had our head coach Israel focus on the tactics and develop players also. So I see my career successful. That's why I'm here now, trying to make these players to be a success also in the sport they love to do.
When you look at these youngsters here, how over the year, how long have you been with the academy, should I ask?
About 2 years now.
Right. And how do you see the success of the academy?
It's going well. It's starting improving, and the players listen and they start to develop. I believe for a lot of players from here will be in the senior team.
What would you say are some of the strengths and the weaknesses with our local players?
Well, the weakness I always say is the professional mind. They don't see yet football as a job. They don't see where it's a career. The other thing is the main problem I have with at the senior level, I can say. The young players coming from the senior team, they don't have the professional mind yet, as yet. But I believe that is the weakness. The strong point, the physically, of course. They're real strong, and they can do a lot of damage people with that, with the speed and the powerful players they are.
What would you say makes a footballer a professional footballer?
Professional footballer, I mean like no missing training because you're feeling just a headache, or if it's raining for Spain, you say you can make it because of the raining. This is a professional mind, I say. Because if you go in Brazil or England, they have no excuse for missing training. They'll make sure they'll be in training. If we have a storm, they'll make sure they leave early to be here. That's the professional mind they still don't have here.
What advice would you like to leave with the young people, the young ones who are here with you?
To enjoy play football is the first thing you have to do. Doesn't matter is a fitness or technical work or tactical work, come here in the field and enjoy it and have fun. That's the first thing I have to say.
Well, let me thank you very much, and I hope you continue enjoying your stay in Trinidad and Tobago. Do you ever miss home?
I go home often. I have everything here. I can't miss them there.
Well, let me thank you for speaking with us. I wish you all the best, and congratulate you on what you are doing and for the services that you have given to W Connection and Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
As we come to the end of this interview here, we cannot leave without speaking to a couple of the youngsters here at the academy. And I have with me on my left, your name is?
Danielson Benjamin.
How long have you been in the academy?
7 years.
7 years. How have you been enjoying it so far?
Great.
Are you a goalkeeper? What position you play?
Right wing.
Right wing. What goals have you set for yourself in the sport of football?
A few good ones, you know.
So what age level, age group you play in?
Under 14.
Okay, so you have had experience already playing for W Connection?
Yeah, great experience.
Right. So maybe you're looking forward to seeing you on the professional team one day?
Yeah.
Okay. You are?
Daryl Young.
How long have you been in the academy?
2 years.
2 years? What position you play on the field?
Defense.
And what age group?
Under 9.
Okay, and how you joined it so far?
Good.
Okay. Where do you live?
In Pinal.
Pinal. So you travel all the way from Pinal to come up here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you are?
My name is Josiah Highland.
Highland, and you are the relative of the great Highland Trinidad and Tobago footballer?
Yes, sir.
Right. So you looking to follow in his footsteps?
Yes, sir.
What group you play in? What age
Under
group?
14.
Under 14?
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been here?
6 years.
6 years?
Yes, sir.
So you enjoy it?
Yes, sir, I enjoy
And where do you live?
I live in Roystonia, Couva.
Okay, so you don't have father come from...
No.
So you all enjoy every Saturday coming here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what would you like to achieve at the end of the football playing at the academy?
Many trophies.
And you want to play on the professional team?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, let me thank these youngsters very much. Short and sweet. And we want to let you know that this is the W Connection Football Academy here at Gilbert Park every Saturday between the hours of 9 to 11. At the bottom of the screen, you can get all the information you need, contact numbers, email address. So, W Connection, one of the better clubs in Trinidad and Tobago, and the academy with a number of great players that have already came out. Winchester, to name just one of them, have come out of the academy so far. So we had a good morning here so far, and we want to say it was indeed a pleasure. And you will be seeing a lot of the young ones who are in the academy behind me. So as we leave Gilbert Park and the W Connection Academy, we say keep locked on to Acts 25.